Okay, let's get in here. I'm going to show you a way to get 200,000 gil off of a char. There are some regulations you have to have though to get that much. Let's get in here real quick. That's better, 52%. That's nothing even running. 100%, that's not good. Okay, things you're going to need. You're going to need a calculator. You don't need this, but it helps. A magnifying glass to read. I can deal with the magnifying glass. What this is going to be used for is when you do your calculations, because you're going to be making 200,000 gil in either 2 days or 5 hours. It all depends on what you can do. So let's start with the stock. Because, see if I can turn this down a bit. Because my stock is over level 50. Also, he has all the right stats. Let's go with this. Sit around. That's that. Okay. Now, let's put this here. You're going to need these stats. It is almost essential for you to have these. Okay, you must be a botanist at level 20. I would recommend 20. You can do it at level 15. But the botanist is almost the easiest way to make lots of gil. And to be a botanist, that's in Gridania, and you choose over in the Great Lower area, which I can show you. I'll be in that area. What the botanists do. Now, you won't get the gathering. You won't get the gathering log here until you're a certain level. So let's look at that. So the gathering log. Okay, what we're going to be working with is from level 1 to 5. So I would recommend you be level 15 or 20. It's just easier to gather these items. Now, fire shard. And over on the side here, it can show you where you can find that. This lies because I found it in Lenosha, right outside the gates, or right outside near Summerford. Right over there, there's fire. And there's fire in various places. There's just not fire where these in the middle of Lenosha, these level 30 and 50. You don't have to be level 50 in Summerford to get that fire shard. So the next item would be here, which is the ice shard. It can be found in the various places. I'm just going to go overview very quickly with this. Wind shards can be found in these areas. Roof shards can be found in these areas. Lightning shards can be found in these areas. Just move over a bit so you can see it. Okay. Water shard. Don't believe that. You don't have to be those levels to find those. Okay. Now, let's get the magnifying glass down here. And again, this is your gathering log, so you have different levels. You can find things. It's a very useful tool. What we're going to be working with is these items here, crystals. Also, you need to be the CRP. Let's see if I can find the CRP here. It's going to let me, it has that sign. But you need to be a carpenter also. I would recommend level 25 or 30. Now, with that said, I wanna also show it on this one right now. Anyways, the additional jobs, I would level one character all the way to 1 to 50, and then your second character at least to 15. Now with that said, that should be enough. So you need that to be able to get that much very fast and efficiently. So let's go to the retainer. That's next. Now you can see right here where it says Great Lone Priory. That's where your botanist is. So you can't see that. Right here in Gridania near the North Shroud. Right here it says Botanist Guild. So you'll go right there and you'll become a botanist. This is very easy, efficient. I would do this early in the game. Out. Okay, so let's proceed to destination, which is going to be past here. And through the Leatherworking Guild. And into the AH Gridania. Now you don't have to use Gridania, but I believe to be a botanist you have to be in Gridania. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, if you don't know what a retainer is, you talk to Parnell right here. She is the retainer bouquet. Right click on her and she'll say what she says. You can hire a retainer. I can't hire anymore because you can only have 2. So you can also release. Because at 10%, of course, it's going to be, your economy is going to be really strange. And then 15% and up to 20. Now, with that said, I believe in Hyperion it stays to 5. I haven't even seen it go to 10% yet. Okay. So let's go on over here. Return. Leave. And we're going to try to find the summoning bell. Now this may be really confusing here. So what I'm going to do for y'all, instead of doing it here where it's overly crowded, is go to the end. I just brushed my teeth. Okay. Once you know how to do this method, it shouldn't be too hard to make Gil, and it should be fairly useful. You can use it with FC or you can use it by yourself. Okay, now I'm going to my end here. I'm just going to talk to him to get to my end. Retire to an end. Okay, here is where I'm going to teach you. I haven't really been in here. Let's see. What's that? What's new? What we're looking for is a summoning bell. There it is. Click. And it's the same as being the AH, but the AH makes lots of noise and it's very crowded and you just don't want to be in there trying to teach you something. Okay, I have Pamela who's selling nothing. Pendus, who's selling 4 more items. That's interesting. What we want to sell is in our inventory. In here, you can't see it. Get it to go up a little. This here is your crystals. So we have the wind shard, fire shard, ice shard, earth shard, lightning, water. And next to it is your crystal. So you have shards and you have crystal. So you have fire, ice, wind, earth, lightning, water. I'm lazy, so these numbers aren't going to be exact. Then you have your clusters, which ought to come later. Right now we're trying to make Gil. So I would recommend getting 500 past that point. You can get anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000. It all depends on you on how much work you want to do. And you will have to do some work to make this much Gil. And gathering all this, it took me exactly 2 days, about 5 hours. And it's really not that bad when your botanist is high level as mine is. So let's turn that little magnifying glass and get out of there. Now let's put this in a corner because we'll be working with that. Now we'll go to the summon. We'll go to Pamela, not selling anything. Now, what you can do is if you trust your retainer, you can put all these items into your retainer. So you'll have retainer and your inventory. So let's look at this. So we have retainer and we have my inventory. And it specifically says right here who it's from. Who it's going to. got some in here already. So what I did was I did a transfer to here, to here, to here, to here, to here. You don't have to, but I trust this retainer, and she's done good for me. Let's get this back up. There. The trick is you're going to be playing something like the crystal stock market, what I call it. You're looking for a price for each, and I'm going to show you what I use as a method. And the trick is not to sell it quickly, the trick is to sell it efficiently and smart. It all depends on what the AH is doing at the time. So let's go from the retainers into the markets. So this will bring our retainer. We'll put it on this side and ours here. Let's put there. Now, what you're doing is selling an order here, which is fire, ice, wind, earth, lightning, water shards. Now each one has a different marketing. Each one is sold differently. What you're looking for is the highest. What to sell, of course, whatever sells the quickest, which is what more people want. So let's bring the calculator and see what comes in here. There we go. So now, fire. I have found that the fire for each cost, and I'll explain this, is 25 to 40. When I say that, we'll bring it over here. Now, it's asking for a price to sell it. If you click here where it says View Market History, let's pull that up for you. Right here. It will view the market history. And this is currently in the market right now. HQ items would be over here. I don't think we have any. No, there is none. So right now this is not every price. This is a suggested price from this retainer. So he wants 23. P means price. So they're selling 23 per price. So 23 each for this quantity. And this is the estimation that they're thinking they're going to get, which is not really right. As you can see, it gets higher here, and some it gets to about 40 to 60, which never sells, and this here will never sell. It's a little strange, but that one's not going to ever sell. So what we're looking for is what the market is doing. And the only way we can know that the market's doing anything is if we look over here to history. You can see this, there's history. So let's pull that up. Here we go. Now, pay attention, this is the date. This was done 12/6, all of these transactions and all these quantities for this amount of price. Now, I do know that fire sells 25 to 40. It can be sold anywhere from 25 to 30 each price. So they obviously sold it at 30. And this is the quantity, and if you do the math, you can see what it was. So let's try it. Let's do the math. We have how much they made. Now some of them go to 1,000. Okay, these are the recent transactions. This is what people are buying. So you kind of want to stay what people are buying, because usually people don't buy more or less what they've already bought. As you can see, at this time it was 1,000, but then you see the price is dropping down here to 500 to 22, so somebody dropped the price. Then somebody upped the price for 250, and this is just like some kind of stock market. Now you have to find the most of what people are buying, which it looks like it's 1,000 on quantities. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10,000s in here of quantity, so that's what mostly everybody is buying, is the 1,000. I don't see but 1 250 in there. So you can obviously estimate for 1,000 and for 22, which fire all sells 25 to 40. I've already studied this. I already have this down. And each crystal has its different value. So right now we're working with fire. Now, to get the amount you want to get, you need to sell at the highest price, which is 30 to 40 range. If you can see, these transactions were on the 30 range, but it just wasn't enough quantity. Now, quantity is up to you. I would stay within all these transactions, which is 1,000. Let's do the math. So if we sell at 30 for 1,000, there you go. And you can see that was just one transaction. Now think about that. That's just with fire. If you can sell that 5 or 6 times, let's say you do. So times that by 5. Now where are you at? You're almost at that 200,000 range, aren't you? You sure are. And you're just selling fire all by itself. It's pretty amazing. Now, I depicted this method because it's worth it. It can make a lot of cash, Gil. It does take some time. It takes thinking, and it takes concentration of sales. You need the recent transactions to see what people are buying. So now let's try this again, and let's look for, instead of fire, let's look for ice. Okay, I know that ice sells for 20 to 24. So let's see what people are doing. Okay, where's mine? There it is. Now. Well, there's obviously people selling for a lot cheaper. Now remember, this is a guess. They don't really get that. They don't. Remember, they don't really get that. If they do, they're cheating somehow, like this guy here. Come on. It's unreal. So now we'll go here to the history. Oh, it's a little bit too big. Let's bring it out. That's better. Okay. So now we have the history of the ice sales. I told you that ice sails from 20 to 24. Well, it looks like it's going downhill. We have 15, 29, 14, 19 pieces, 19 per piece. It's 25, the only thing that, but look, it was only sold 175 of them for quantity. Now let's see what people are really buying. So we have 2,000 here, 230, but that is 2,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2,000 ranges. How many 3,000? 1. See, you're looking for these recent transactions of these 2,000 quantity. You're seeing what people are buying. And you can raise that price. So ice sells from 20 to 24. So let's do the math with the calculator. So I want to sell ice. Let's just say 20. So times that by that amount of 2,000. What do we get? Wow, 40,000. So if we times that by 5, well, we're already at our 200,000 range. You see how easy it is to make 200,000? That is just a start, and we're not even finished with the crystals. You still have earth, water, lightning. Let's get off these histories. Wind, earth, lightning, water. So don't disregard your crystals. Everybody uses them. They must craft some way. So if you want to make a lot of Gil, and I mean a lot, as much so you can get a FC plot. You can own a FC plot for housing. Trust me, this is the way to go. I'm not going to show you how much I have. Now you see I have 2,000 over here. But most of my Gil's in my retainers. I'm not going to show that to you. The math should do it for you. Try it out. There's different ways of doing it. There's no real regular way to do this. You can come up with your own method, but selling these crystals is the fastest way to get super Gil in 2 days, 3 days tops. It doesn't take long. It's all up to you and what you're going to do. And when you have enough Gil, then you can go to the AH market and check it out and see what they're doing. Okay, well, I hope this helps some people in trying to find some Gil. I hope that you accomplish exactly what you want to do in Final Fantasy. Don't disregard your characters, because they're going to help you. And there's an advanced way of doing this if you have a carpenter. Lumber sells quite a bit too. Almost the same way that crystal sells. Okay, well, we'll see you in game, and let's get rich.